David, congratulations on your recent appointment. How did your new role come about?
Well, it's absolutely important that British weightlifting expands across the country, so the board were really clear they needed a director to lead that development and just get more people enjoying and enthusing about weightlifting across England and the United Kingdom.
So what are your chief targets?
Well, two things really. Firstly, absolutely get more people regularly participating in weightlifting and weight training, and then also making a great contribution to making Great Britain a fitter, a healthier, stronger nation. So a health objective and very much a participation objective to just get more people involved in this great sport.
And in greater detail, what are your immediate priorities?
Well, I think there's two things on the participation side. We need to really strengthen up the club network because that's where lots of talented weightlifters start and succeed. And then secondly, really just making this something that you would want to do on your day-to-day life, because lots of people sort of involved in weights, but they're perhaps not involved in the competition side. So those two big things of develop the club network and just get more people in the community using weights in their daily lives.
How are you trying to evangelise the sport?
Well, I think it's absolutely clear that we're really proud. I mean, it's a fantastic weekend here, some amazing athletes, both in the men and women and those with disability. So we need to really put that out that we are an inclusive sport. This is a great sport. You're not going to be huge and bulky and all those misconceptions, but it's just a great way to be that makes your life better, enjoyment, great friends, great mates, great place to be.
What have you made of the British Championships this weekend, David?
Stunning championship. Isn't this a great way of showcasing amazing sport? Some of the weights that people were lifting is just phenomenal, and the way the crowd has really encouraged all of the lifters, irrespective of which weight, which gender, their ability is just fantastic. This is a sport that you'd want to be involved with, and also, you know, really positive about the officials, etc. Great set of values and something we need to share with the rest of the nation.
I think also it's the first time that it's been streamed live, the British Weightlifting Championships. How much will that help its publicity overall?
Absolutely critical, because I think weightlifting is one of the UK's sleeping giants. So the more that we can get onto stuff like that, it was fantastic, the figures yesterday of people watching it. Let's hope today that's equally increased, and I think the more that we can do that, because if you're not on TV, you're not being watched on the web, it's very difficult to spread the message. So absolutely critical that stream, and of course it's great to watch because there's loads of exciting stuff to view, so it makes great TV.
And from your perspective, how important is it to have companies like Sports Cover working closely alongside you?
You cannot achieve what you wish to achieve as a governing body by working in isolation. You've got to work with partners in the private sector. They bring unique things and unique perspective with their skill sets to help you develop. So this is a great partnership. It really will help us move forward, and I'm really looking forward to putting that at the core of how we get more people involved in the sport and celebrate what this great sport does, so they have great skills to contribute to the governing body.
Finally, a very broad question perhaps, but what do you think Britain's chances are at Rio?
I think they're going to be a lot better than they've ever been before. The Sporting Chance programme for the women is absolutely amazing, and I think that's where Britain's going to be, well, weightlifting's going to make Britain really proud in that area. Let's not forget the Paralympics. We're a very strong nation in that. That's another area where we really need to do, and let's get in behind the men. They've got a very tough task to do, but I genuinely believe that we can become one of those sports that the nation really sees itself as being Olympic and Paralympic successful. So Rio is critical, but Tokyo is as well, and I think for some of the women and the men, that's their big objective, to use Rio as a big step towards the future.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.